My original guess was 300 clams. I'm going to 305. That's my guess.
350.
The final tally is...
We're going clamming today.
Yes, we are. And before we get to finding out how many clams we got, we need to go get them in the first place. Welcome to Semi-Wild Alaska. I'm Dan, and Kate and I are excited to bring you along on another first-time experience for us here in Alaska. We booked with Gotta Fish Charters to take us across open water to the west side of the Cook Inlet to dig for razor clams. We have no idea what we're doing or what to expect. I've never even seen a razor clam, but we both had a feeling that this was going to be one of those experiences worth sharing. We've got a lot to learn, so come along with us and let's go clam digging. Razor clams are no longer available on the east side of the inlet, save for very rare occasions. Overharvesting and bad weather has decimated the population. What used to be a family pastime and sustainable food resource for Alaskans is now reserved for limited trips for those who can afford it. We are fortunate enough to be able to do so, and we plan to maximize the limited time we have to get as many clams as we can. Now, we've done our fair share of charters, whether for halibut, salmon, or for wildlife viewing, and each one is a totally unique experience. This trip was proving to be the same. For example, I didn't know that we'd essentially be marooning our boat on a sandbar, completely stranded until the tide rolls back in. Oh, and also, we'd have to be done digging for clams by the time the tide rolls back in.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Low tide means it's high time to get out there and learn some new skills. So it's time we grab our buckets and our clam guns and take to the sand.
Yeah, if you're using a gun. Some people like to get down on their hands and knees.
Yeah, I might do that too.
There you go, walking on water.
What was that?
How much time do you spend editing your...
Oh man, you'd have to ask him. He does it all.
It depends.
We're looking for like a little dimple,
Let
right?
me throw my pants on here.
They dig really fast. We can feel them in there.
I also heard he's gonna wear
Oh,
gloves.
there he is.
Wow.
Cool. Nicely done.
When you pull them out too, you want to be careful because they're kind of fragile on the tip of their shell. So I'll just grab them by their little neck. It's pretty strong.
Okay.
But with the gun, you should be able to get them. There's feet right there. When they squirt like that, you know they're close to the surface. Just wiggle it down in there and kind of feel them. Oops, I felt it. I'm gonna grab you guys a different gun. You'll feel the shell, and you don't want to really crack them because they're harder to clean. If you smash them up, they're hard to clean. So like I would have already gave up on this one, but I can feel them right there.
Yes.
So I nipped the top of the shell right here.
Yeah.
That's not bad, but if you smash them, they're much harder to clean.
I don't think I got any.
Go down for it again.
This is moving. That might not work. Nope. Nothing.
that. See that
Oh, yeah.
right there?
Yeah.
He's right there, so I'd get on top of there. Plug that hole. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Nice.
That's how you know they're shallow, is when you can see that
Yeah.
siphon right there.
Here, hold that up, Kate. Hold it up. Nice. So are we having a competition? Who gets the most clams?
All right, let's do it.
All right. Well, you're winning because I'm doing all the filming.
Yeah.
Big guys.
They are big. Make a lot of clam chowder.
So what we're looking for are little dimples and divots that you can see where they were digging. Oh, that's cool. Kate's got, that one's bubbling actually. So you can see there's a little dimple there and some different colored sand you can tell.
I'm gonna try and see if I can catch it.
Oh, she felt it. Get it.
I'm gonna break their suction.
It is. Beautiful little razor clam.
All right, quick clam check here. That's my bucket. There's Dan's bucket. I think I'm winning.
Whatever.
Oh, Dan, right there. Right there, right there. Oh, yeah? Woo! Hold it up. Nice.
Razor clam. Got to show a little bit there.
Well, that's okay. Ooh, there's another one. Dan, right here.
We're doing pretty well. I think we both at least have half a bucket now, and it's very easy to understand why this is very addicting very quickly. It's super fun to find these guys and dig them up. The clam guns make it super easy and fast. You just got to be sure to go gently so you don't break their shell. As you can see, we abandoned our homemade ones. They were working fine, but these are just much sturdier and much lighter, and after digging up a bunch of these, that's definitely appreciated. So we're going to keep going and make sure we can fill our buckets before the end. There's Dan's bucket. Not looking too bad, but there's Kate's bucket. Kate's got another one. Woo!
I find that if I hit the shell, but then I dig in there really quickly and I go like this, I can pull them up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting better at finding the little signs. I mean, it's fun when they bubble, but
Yes.
if you can find the little dimples and stuff, it's much easier. Here's another one. Nice.
Yeah.
In the bucket. Nice. Woo.
It's not too bad being out here with this view.
No, yeah, you got to remember to pick your head up and look where you're at, which is in true wilderness, even though there's a bunch of people out here now. What's cool is people are flying in on planes, which is really... Yeah, and there's more than enough beach for everyone, so... Yeah, it's really cool. I get why people like it.
Few high and dry boats.
Yeah.
Some people and a lot of fun. Good workout too.
Yeah. Moving our buckets to a new area. So we learned a lot of things today. The clams can feel you walking around. They can feel the vibration. So you can walk around with like a stick and just gently tap the sand. Or if you just kind of start walking around almost in circles in the same general area, suddenly they'll just pop up. And when you go in and dig for one, that also disturbs the others that are in the vicinity. So sometimes you have like 3 or 4 and you're just trying to get them out as quickly as possible. Like,
There it is. All right, go, go, go. I'm gonna try and film you on. Oh. Got it? Sorry, this is a very chaotic one. Oh no, he's going.
This one?
No, this. He's trying to dig.
There we go. That's it, filling up the last bucket there. Almost done. I need to give my back a break. You have those fruit snacks?
Yes.
Yay. High five fruit snacks.
And sand.
Fruit snacks and sand. Yeah, it's gonna be gross.
Oh. Here, I'm cutting. Good job. Okay, seagulls. Jeez. Nice, you got it. You got it. It's a really big hole right there. Nice, that was a big one.
There it is. There's our four buckets of clams, the green ones there, which is what you're allowed. So we did a good job. Thank you, clams. Well, this was pretty amazing.
So fun!
It was great. We just finished up. We have about 20 minutes before the tide comes back in and picks the boats up off the beach. So we're just taking a little stroll now and just enjoying this beautiful scenery on this side of the inlet.
And spotting all of the clams.
Well, yeah, there are so many. And now that we know what to look for, they are everywhere. Like
Everywhere.
You can't not be walking over clams all the time. So that's really cool. It's good to see a healthy population. We'll see how I feel about it after we have to clean 4 buckets worth of clams.
Yeah.
Because the digging's the fun part.
And they do not provide a clam cleaning service, so
No, they do not. I don't think anyone does because it's not
a lot of work.
It's not that
some
fun.
places do, but
Yeah.
it is expensive.
So we're only slightly disappointed that there's no bears out here digging clams with us, but that's
Yeah.
okay. Safer for everyone. The captain said the ride back is likely to be even more rough than the ride out, which wasn't bad, but wasn't smooth. So we'll really see how our backs are when that's all over.
Yeah.
You moving yet, Skylar?
So, small snafu, we have to go buy at least one other cooler because we have way too many clams. Our Yeti is completely full.
Okay.
Ready to see our clams. Clams. So many clams.
Just a few clams.
Wow.
Okay, so we've gotten our clams home. We have now have our setup ready for cleaning. So again, first time for this. We've watched a couple of videos. Our guide from yesterday told us what to do and how to do it. So we have a video for that as reference. And we've got the whole family together to try and get this to go as quickly and efficiently as possible. So we'll see how we do. We've got a lot of clams to clean. So we have our water heating. We have our ice bath. And we have our processing station. All right, here we go. First one. Grab a victim.
Starting to happen.
There we go, that fast. Get it cool, get it cool, get it cool. So that came completely out of its shell, which was cool.
That's what you said would happen.
Here's the shell. So our method is to get them into boiling water, which helps open them up. And then we immediately want to cool them in ice water because we don't want to cook them right now. We just want to get them to open up. That way we can get them out of their shell.
And they stay raw.
And they stay raw, so we can prepare them later.
Good.
All right, that's it.
Nicely done.
All right. So we've had to do a little bit of a reset. We ran out of propane for the grill, so Rick had to go out and get some more. He also grabbed some ice for us to keep everything cool. We're just about done with our first cooler, and Dion, what's our count? Probably about 80. And we've been at it for
2 hours.
2 hours. So we have another small cooler with probably another 80, and then our big cooler, which I think could easily hold 100. So we will keep counting. Don't skip to the end of the video. Put your prediction of how many clams you think we got. Kate and I each got 2 5-gallon buckets worth of clams.
I honestly think that we have probably double in the Yeti cooler of the smaller ones because that one is full and these were half full. So,
Put your comments below.
I'm in for it today.
This is going to take a while. My prediction is over 300, but we'll see.
I think 350.
Kate's at 350.
Ooh, whoever loses has to make a peanut butter cake.
I mean, I think whoever loses has to clean the clams, and we've already done that. So our station also consists of a trash can for obvious reasons.
Lined with a trash bag, make it easy for carry out.
Yep. This is where we're storing them in some ice water to keep them nice and cool. This is our second bucket's worth. We have these to help clean the rest of the poop and sand and stuff off of them before they go into the bucket. And obviously we have our petting station here. Kind of went through that backwards, but that's the way it works. Okay, finished ice chest number 2 with a total of 84 clams from that one. There's still time. Put your guess in the comments below for how many clams you think we got. We will tell you at the end of the video, so stay tuned. We have the big Yeti cooler full yet to go. So put your guess in the comments, everyone, and we will see you at the end shortly.
Guys, on the tail end of it. How excited are you?
Very excited to be done. I can almost not open these scissors anymore. My forearm is done.
My thumb is very tired.
Kate's cutting up the last one.
Someone is like thoroughly destroyed. I'm having a hard time cutting it.
Finished up.
Woo, finally.
Finally, it is 6:44.
We started at 11?
Started at, right around 11. So,
7 hours.
7 hours of cleaning. My original guess was 300 clams. I'm going to 305. That's my guess.
350.
And you already know, so.
Yeah, but I had originally said 400, which
Okay.
was out of the. Well, the final tally 326.
So close, right down the middle. All right, 326 clams. I felt every one of those.
Me too.
Yes, you did.
Between doing the gardening work, digging the clams out yesterday, and doing this today, my back has had it.
Yep. Well, so let's get cleaned up, and then we're gonna eat some fried clams. So.
Yay!
Liars! There is one more clam.
Oh
One more baby clam that needs to be opened up.
And they thought they were done.
Get that out. Just like
Wah, wah, wah.
Day 4 of our clamming adventure. Day 1 was building the guns. Day 2 was clamming. Day 3 was cleaning. And day 4 is vacuum packing so we can freeze these things and eat them for many, many years. Well, maybe not years, days, months to come. So I've got the cooler just outside on the deck. I'm going to bring a little bit of clam in at a time in a bowl, We're gonna try 2 methods for drying. Salad spinner. It's a little bit wet.
Some
it worked
look,
some.
but perhaps not worth it.
Yeah, I think
Probably
it's
not.
just going to take a little
Okay.
extra time.
Alrighty. It was a good thought, but yeah.
Going for the drying rack. Good old fashioned drying rack and paper towel.
We are gonna weigh out 1 pound packages and vacuum seal them. I think there's a wet or a dry setting on this one. It switches over automatically.
Okay. Moist. You okay, Boots?
Okay. Semi-wild top tip. We were having trouble getting the bags sealed due to all the moisture from the clams, despite how hard we were trying to get them dry. There was still enough coming up that the seal was breaking. We did a little research, and what we've done
That one didn't work.
that works so far 50% of the time is to stuff a paper towel in
new bag.
under between where the clams are and where the seal is going to go. You have to get a lot of paper towel. You have to get it all the way across so that none of the moisture leaks around it. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it's been successful approximately 1 time. So we're rolling with it, and this is now our method.
I think it's a little tougher than you think.
Yeah, it was tough. Amazing.
I'm sure.
And any area that isn't covered by paper towel, that moisture is going to get through. But I actually think it managed to seal itself.
Okay, the other thing we've done is we've gotten, what are these called?
The colander.
A colander. And as you can see, there's a lot of water still dripping off of these because there's still some melting ice in here. So we're trying to get them dry that way so they're not sitting in a bowl of water and then trying to get pulled out and dried. Another thing I've done is pulled some of this out onto some drying racks outside and just trying to let them air dry a little bit before we even take them in. It's nice and breezy out here, so I don't know if it'll help. It may not help at all, but anything we can do to get that vacuum sealer to seal up good and tight so we don't lose any of these to our freezer.
Seal.
All right, this is the last of it. And what are you saving it for?
I'm going to pressure can it, so that we have some preserved stuff that we can use for chowders, pasta, however we want to use it.
You're going to
Cool.
mince it, right?
I'm going to mince it, and I'm going to can it with the pressure canner.
Nice.
6 pounds-ish.
All right, so we have 6 pounds for the pressure canning, plus
7, 8, 47, 48, 49, 50.
wow, an even 50 pounds. Nice job. And so you said you did a little research and you found out the price per pound.
Yeah, so I looked up the price of Pacific razor clams that are shelled and packaged for 1 pound each. The going price right now is about $40 to $42 per pound, but that can shift up to about $65 per pound. So we definitely got our money's worth with this one. $2,100 worth of razor clams.
And the charter was $400 for both of us,
Yeah, combined.
plus about 3 days worth of
Processing.
processing labor and getting the clams. I'd say that's well worth it.
Yeah.
All right, nice work, everyone.
Wow. Yeah.
Thank you for all of your help.
Thank you.
Yes, that was incredible.
Awesome.
All right, everyone. We are going to get these clams into the freezer in the garage. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Congratulations to anyone who guessed the correct number of clams. 320. So there you go. 327 clams get you about 50 pounds, worth about $2,100. So there you go. Stay tuned for all of our Alaska adventures. We have so much more to show you, and we'll catch you later. Bye. There's nothing like coming over here to this side of the inlet to make you feel totally insignificant, small, and very much not at the top of the food chain. The last time we were over here was actually when we did our trip over to Lake Clark National Park, and we went fishing, and there were absolutely brown bears all around us. So if you have a chance, check out that video. I'll link it in the description. It's super fun. We definitely want to do that trip again. But I got to be honest, this was pretty high on our bucket list now again, too. We can get fish over on our side of the inlet. We can't get clams. So this might be the next repeat trip to this side of the inlet.